Hello, hello. Welcome to your African Wellness Weekly episode 2. I'm Arshelle Bernard. I'm your high vibe hottie, helping you take ancestral practices and implement them in your modern life. This week, I want to talk about a few things, but they all come down to community. Supreme Court basically dismantling the Voter Rights Act here in America. You guys, seriously, every day I wake up and I'm like, why am I here? They don't want me here. And I have options of other places to go. So stay tuned. You never know. Slowly, we've been seeing this happening. And it's crazy to see it in real time. But I'm taking this news story and I'm also looking at the fact that Spirit Airlines just shut down out of nowhere, just out of the blue. They said, we are ceasing all operations. Everybody was laid off. That was it. The reason that this talks about community is because Spirit Airlines was an affordable way for people to get from point A to point B. I remember being in college, we had AirTran U. I could get anywhere on the East Coast for $50. I could get anywhere on the West Coast for $70. So I could spend time with friends. I could experience different things in life, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg to do it. You guys, why is round trip flight on Delta to LA? I think it was $550 the other day. Things are getting out of hand, and it's getting harder and harder if you're not elite, it's getting harder and harder for us to stay connected. Gas is $4 a gallon, and that's just in Atlanta. All right. My friend said she saw $6.95 in LA. So if you're not super rich or have a lot of disposable income, it's hard for you to decide, I want to see this person or this friend, whether it's by car or by plane, right? It all costs so much money. And then our voting rights are being stripped and taken away. So these are ways that we are breaking up the communities. So I want to talk to you about a Ghanaian principle and a Adinkra symbol that I found that I feel like is relevant in this moment. The symbol I want to talk to you about is Sese Wo Suban. It basically means transform your character. It addresses radical self-correction. The systems are tightening. We cannot rely on the systems anymore. We have to seek within the self. When travel gets expensive, access is shifting. Another really good story that I saw this weekend was a Kenyan runner won the London Marathon and ran it in under 2 hours. This was the first time that had ever been done. And so what we're seeing is human performance is increasing. The systems are doing less for us. So why radical self-correction is important is because I hate to say it because it almost sounds like hustle culture, but it's like we have to continue to perform in these top tier ways because the world is not there to hold and guide us. Community is important because where we have gaps individually, that's where the community can step in and help us. So if the world is changing, but your mindset isn't, then you will be your own bottleneck. Does that make sense? So my wellness question is, are you evolving individually enough to keep up with the gaps of the world? So Sese Wo Suban, and mind you now, I'm not Ghanaian, so there may be some conversations to be had about if I am pronouncing it properly. I am very open to that feedback. But this principle is important as we talk about personal responsibility, power, and just individual elevation. Here are the questions I want you to ask yourself. Where do you need to evolve, but you're choosing comfort instead? I'll say for me as a full-time content creator and clothing designer, I need to be getting up every day earlier, getting to work, filming all this content, getting to work, editing everything so that it's out earlier. Like right now, this is my African Wellness Weekly. Why isn't this done on a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning? Why am I filming it on a Tuesday afternoon and hoping that you guys are going to get it on a Wednesday morning and still care, right? So me delivering these sorts of wellness tidbits to you guys, because I want to be of value to you, it's going to require a different level of discipline. And I said for May, we're doing discipline and delusion. So I'm being asked to evolve in, I'm not a morning person. Oh, but babe, when you had that job, you didn't have any problems being up and out the door at 7:30 in the morning to go work for those other people. Now, when it comes to serving you, I've got to step up into that same role. So when I ask you these questions, these are not just questions that I'm asking only you. I'm asking them reflectively for me as well. Where am I being called to evolve? And I'm choosing comfort instead. And I definitely think it's in my morning routine. Yikes. Number 2, what part of me needs to level up so I can move more powerfully in a changing world? I think my morning routine is going to have a huge impact on that as well. But I'm curious what part of you think needs to level up. in order to evolve in a changing world? I know that these are conversations that I'm not the only one having them. I know you have to be thinking something about them as well. And I'm curious what's going on in your world that you feel like could use a little bit of this energy. So I'm just going to leave you with Sese Wo Suban. I want you to focus on those questions that I've asked you. As a citizen of the United States, I know things kind of tend to look bleak, but also as a citizen of Liberia and therefore a Pan-African woman, I want to tell you there is hope all over the world. It may not be in your very backyard right now, but things ebb and flow. We know that to be true. Self-preservation is very key right now. And then also, we have to lean into our communities. We have to hold firm right now while things are going on that may not be in the benefit of most of us. We're watching things benefit a very few, but things flip. And I want you to live confidently in that. So continue to do good, be good, and take care of yourself because we need the best of you at all times, but especially at this time. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your African Wellness Weekly. I'll see you again next week, hopefully earlier. A little more diligence on my part could be good. Oh, I forgot to tell you, and I don't know how I forgot to tell you, Girls Trip Ghana, Dirty December edition. Bookings are available. The page has launched. I'm going to put a link to it, and I want you to sign up. I'm only taking 10 girls. I liked having a small group. It was so much fun. It was so great to connect with everybody who came with me. It was good to eat the food. It was great to take people shopping. Oh, also, the real niche part of my trip is that I have this tailoring team that knows when I come into town, you work for me. So my girls were having outfits made while we were there. They were wearing clothes on the trip that they had designed. So not just shopping, but things that they wanted to have made. And so that was really special. So I can't wait to do that this holiday season with a lot of fun girls. And I don't want you to think the trip is just for young girls. My mom had the time of her life. If you ask her, and I'm going to try to get her to be on my show, but if you ask her, she had the time of her life and she's only 40. And I'm only 37, so you know. But Girls Trip Ghana, Dirty December edition, registration is now open. Do not delay because these seats are going to sell. And it's going to be the holiday time, so it's going to get crazy and chaotic, okay? So don't waste time. Also, I have finally made it to 250 YouTube subscribers. I can only monetize when I hit 1,000. So if you get a text message from me that's like, hey, could you subscribe? Like, could you please subscribe? Because I would love to be able to monetize my YouTube as I step into my new journey as a full-time content creator. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's a free way to show support, and I really appreciate it. So, all right, I will chat with you next week. Love you. Bye.